it's Megan with Manifesting Me. Thanks for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, I am an intuitive and I write, talk about, and teach manifesting, and I help people connect in with their innermost energies to figure out who they are at their core, which of course helps people manifest better. When we know ourselves best, we manifest best. Today I want to talk about wording and how important it is to pick the right words in what we think and what we say. So for anybody who's a conscious creator, this is not going to come as a surprise to you. You probably are already doing this, but this video is about getting even tighter with the way that you speak and the words that you think, and becoming more deliberate. And really it's self-awareness. So the more we grow in self-awareness, the more we kind of realize why maybe some things are coming into our lives that we don't want, and what we need to do to bring more things into our lives that we do want. So what are some phrases that I avoid? Anything that has to do with the word sick, which vernacularly speaking, we use that a lot, at least in the American culture. You know, we talk about things like, oh my gosh, you know, she makes me sick, he makes me sick, that makes me sick, this makes me sick. Oh my gosh, listen, I don't want to get sick. I say the word and it just, I can feel like my body respond to it. And I can feel myself getting my energy closing off, and my heart just kind of gets a little bit restricted. So for me, that's not a good word to use. So I avoid it. I also avoid phrases that have to do with death. So things like, you know, I was scared to death, or, you know, you're killing me, or, oh my gosh, my head's killing me. I have a headache today. My head's just killing me. Anything that has to do with that, listen, I completely accept the fact that I'm in a human body and I'm on a path that's going to expire at some point, but I would rather not bring it to me any sooner than I have to. So I watch my words. The word poor. We use this phrase a lot. Again, it's one of those colloquialisms that we say, you know, I'm in the poorhouse, or if I do that, I'll be in the poorhouse. Or when we pity people, which that carries an energy all its own. So I do try to also avoid doing that for other vibratory reasons. But when we say things like, you know, oh, the poor baby, I try to just, you know, zip that on out, because I don't think it's helping anybody. It certainly doesn't help me to say the word, and it's not helping whoever I'm saying it about. So, all right, what else? Oh boy, this is a big one. When something challenging happens and the phrase, it's breaking my heart, or my heart breaks for you. Instead, I say my heart goes out to you, or, you know, sending you all my love, or if it's me, rather than saying like that thing, you know, in 2020, early 2020, my husband and I said goodbye to our dog, who was 15 and a half years old, and we loved her a great deal. So my heart was heavy. That's the phrase that I used. I didn't say that I was heartbroken. My heart was heavy, and it was, and I could, you know, that was the energy I was feeling. And again, it's only because physiologically speaking, I love my heart. I want to do well by my heart. So I try to choose words that are going to reinforce that. One that I remind Jim, my husband, to maybe watch what he says is, and he's a jokester, so he's constantly making me laugh. But as we as we transition seasons, we typically keep our home on the cooler side. So we're people who have the heat, you know, maxed out at 63 degrees during the winter, and we live in the great state of Maine. And that part of that is because actually when our dog was alive, she did not like temperatures that were above 40. So if we had it too warm in the house, she let us know in a hurry. And she was a lifelong panter. So, you know, this dog's walking around, it's 55 degrees in the house, and she's just like, so it's like, all right, okay, we got it. So we just kept our heat cooler. But during those months when we transitioned from summer into fall and then fall into winter, as our blood is starting to thicken up but hasn't quite yet, my husband loves to say, it's freezing in here. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's only 61. It's freezing. And for me, my mind usually goes to kind of the worst case scenario, like what could happen with the words that we're using, right? because I always try to follow that trail. And one of them is I think, don't say that because, gosh, what if our furnace stopped working? Then we really would be, like, I understand you're super cold, but so we kind of, go back and forth joking with each other on that one. Another phrase that I don't use is I don't say I'm starving. If I'm really hungry, I say I'm really hungry. I don't like to say I'm starving because honestly, there are people who are, there are animals who are, and my manifesting is along the lines of there's always enough. So, listen, I hear people kind of commenting and being like, oh my God, you're taking words too seriously. You lighten up. I can hear people in my family saying that to me. Yeah, I do take it seriously because I know myself, I know my energy, I know what I'm in resonance with, and that's what it's all about, is figuring out what we're in resonance with. If you hear a word and it strikes you funny, or it makes you kind of cringe, or makes you withdraw your energy, that's not a great word for you to think, to hear, to say. And that's what this is about, is figuring out the best methods for manifesting. And the best methods for manifesting are going to be those methods that open our energy up, that make us feel good and welcoming and receiving of what's going on, as opposed to closing off. So that's why I get so serious with my wording. Here's a couple of phrases that I love and I use all the time when I'm manifesting. So just like there's things that I try not to say, there's things I try to say. And those are, I love the phrase, if I'm asking for something, or if I'm kind of thinking of, manifesting something, I like to add, may it happen in a good and balanced way. And that's something that a dear friend of mine taught me, because there's all kinds of ways that things can come to us. We know that, those how something comes. And I like to add in that I want it to come in a good and balanced way. So for me, that means that it's going to be in my highest good, be in anybody else's highest good. It's coming in a way that's going to be enjoyable. Those are important things for me. And another thing that I'll say is that I want it to come gently, easily, and enjoyably. So whatever it is, may the situation, may the thing, may the whatever come into my life gently, easily, and enjoyably. And there were times that I have manifested, because we're all powerful. Listen, we are all so powerful and have the ability to manifest quickly and abundantly and with force. And I've done it in my life before. I've had situations where I haven't used those phrases to just kind of mellow things out. And my life has been hit by what's felt like a tsunami. And did I get what I was hoping to get? I absolutely did. Was it a rough and at times awful ride? Yeah, it was. Which is why from now on I throw in, may it happen in a good and balanced way. May it happen, easily, gently, enjoyably. So, that's just me. I learned the hard way. And so I want to share that learning with anybody who's out there. And I would also love to hear where you're at with all of this. So please do leave comments and share your own little tips and tricks and experiences that you've had, because every time we share, we help each other grow. Also, please like this video, because if you like this video, it helps others in our spiritual family, in the universe, the people that we are in resonance with, find it. Until next time, bye-bye.